What's up, everyone? It's Hector here with another Wrestling Championship Bout replica review. And I wanted to go more in-depth and in detail with this WCW World Heavyweight Championship replica from the WWE Shop, also known as Big Gold. It normally goes for $400, but often goes on sale and dips down into the $200 price mark. But still, it's pretty expensive, so I wanted to do more in-depth detail so people can know what they're buying before they actually buy it. Because these pictures on the WWE Shop website, they're terrible. They don't do the belt justice, and I just need to show off its awesomeness. And you can see that it actually has a mirror finish. Most of the WWE Shop belts have this mirror finish, and it's reflecting this WCW World Heavyweight Championship replica belt bag that comes with the WCW Championship belt. Has two side plates, one main plate, about 8 rubies around the edge of the main plate, 4 on each side, total of 16. And then 2 more rubies right on the crown, so a total of 18 rubies. Then 4 diamonds right here, but of course they're fake rubies and fake diamonds, they're just plastic. The metal plate is actually a zinc alloy. According to the WWE Shop, it says plate material is a zinc alloy. Strap material is polyurethane, so that's why it's so stiff. And it's actually pretty good to have a stiff belt when you're just displaying them, like as a trophy or as a replica or something, because then it actually holds up like this. If it was a real leather, it would just kind of collapse on itself and the plates wouldn't really show up very well. So anyways, it says strap dimensions 55.3 inches by 12.2 inches by 0.25 inches. I guess that's the thickness, 0.25 inches. The largest waist size is 50 inches, and it has an engravable nameplate that's 3.75 inches by 1 inch, which is right here. And you can easily take it off by just unscrewing the back, and then it just pops off. And then the plate length and width. So the length is 11.7 inches tall. The width is 13.4 inches wide. The side plates are 5.2 inches wide by about 4 inches tall. The plate thickness, it says it's 0.2 inches thick. Same with the side plates. But that's really about 4 millimeters. And as I said before, and I'll say again and again, this plate is just as flat as a pancake. And if you try and hold it up like this, like some of the wrestlers do, you can kind of see the bolts under the plate, but just barely. Back of the belt has the patch with black screws, flat screws, standard screws, I guess you can say, not Phillips. And I was looking at this same Big Gold WCW World Heavyweight Championship version from the Figures Toy Company, licensed by WCW back in like 1999 and 2000 on eBay. Some people usually sell them for more than this new Big Gold that's twice the thickness and everything. Anyways, the jewels on the Figures Toy Company are a little bit different. The etching around the jewels are a little bit different compared to the WWE Shop version. I think the Figures Toy Company has more of a nice etching around the jewels when compared to the WWE Shop version. But the rest of the etching is pretty nice. It gives this like sort of holographic foil card look. I think a sparkly sort of look, especially when it's like more low lighting. The globe on the belt has a sort of encrusted texture on the continents. The lines on the globe, there's some thick lines for like the what was it? Longitude, I think it is. Is it longitude or latitude? I'm pretty sure it's longitude. Anyways, so there's some thick lines for that, and there's about 3 thinner lines in between the thicker lines. So all these lines kind of like don't allow it to do that mirror finish shine. It almost looks like a matte finish, but it's still a mirror finish just with many lines in it. So as I already said, 8 rubies around the main plate, 4 rubies around the side plate, 2 rubies in the crown in the middle of the main plate, total of 18 rubies, false rubies, 4 false diamonds also in the crown, Big Gold, 2D etching, So they just took the plate, pretty much made it flat, then etched all that design into it. And then it kind of looks like they made these wrestlers and then like glued them on or something, because it almost looks like there's some glue right behind the wrestlers. Might be hard to see on the camera. Maybe I just have to get just the right view. But yeah, it kind of looks like they just pieced it on. So the 4 wrestlers, the crown, the globe, and the nameplate are all popped out of the championship. Kind of same with the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion etching. That is popped out also. But since the back of it is, you know, etched down, I'd still would say it's kind of like a 2D etching when compared to the rest of the belt. You see? The words just like barely pop up, but the globe and the crown and the actual wrestlers, they pop up quite a bit higher. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the WCW World Heavyweight Championship made by the WWE Shop. 2D etching, really nice kind of foil looking holographic design, but it has a mirror finish, so it attracts fingerprints like crazy. And it is as flat as a pancake, so if you want a curved one, probably gonna have to look at a different big gold somewhere else. And before I end the video, I just wanted to read the little verbiage or whatever from the WWE Shop on the WCW Heavyweight Championship replica. It says, the World Heavyweight Championship that has been carried by such greats as Batista and Triple H got its start in WWE back in 2002. I'm pretty sure there was like the same belt as the WCW version when Eric Bischoff came in and gave it to Triple H. And then over the years they just tweaked it and made it the WWE version. But its prestigious lineage can actually be traced back all the way to George Hackenschmidt in 1904. For years, it was known as the NWA Championship. Then when WCW pulled out of the NWA in early 1990s, Ric Flair was recognized as the first ever WCW champion. Since that time, top names such as Hulk Hogan, Ron Simmons, and Bret Hart carried the championship prior to WCW's demise. And I briefly talked about that when I was reviewing the bootleg NWA World Heavyweight Championship belts. I've been trying to find a Figures Toy Company official NWA Championship, but it's really hard to come by. So apparently, the WCW was entered in the NWA, which is like an alliance, National Wrestling Alliance or whatever, and they licensed the NWA belts for about 5 years, I guess, same that TNA did. So yeah, the history and all this financial business stuff is a little bit complicated. I try to bring it to y'all, but yeah, it's a little convoluted. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the WCW World Heavyweight Championship replica by the WWE Shop. I'll try and leave a link to an Amazon listing of this belt in the description. If you use my link, I'll get a small cut of it, but it won't cost you anything extra. It'll just help keep my YouTube channels and my website running. And you can also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or appreciated it. And subscribe to my channel for more Wrestling Championship belt replica reviews. You can also leave a comment telling me what you think of the Big Gold. If you have this WWE Shop version of the Big Gold, or maybe the Figures Toy Company version of the Big Gold, or if you have some other version of the Big Gold, the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And yeah, I'd like to have a little conversation about some wrestling championship belts, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See y'all later, and keep on collecting.